Hey, what's up guys, MudDadHD here, and welcome to episode 31 of my Journey to Top series. And if you missed the previous episode, there will be a link in the description to the series playlist where you can find every single episode I've done so far. But in the last episode, we played our first game in League 1, and we won that game 1-0. Played said a lot of ones there. But that was a great start to our league campaign, and here, carrying on with the transfers, Jermaine Granderson. I really want to get this guy, plays right back and centre back, and he's going to cost me a bit of cash, and luckily we sold Pascali, but then he got injured. He good overall defender, got injured for 2 months, and I was like, hell no, I ain't going to take a defender that's going to be injured for 2 months. I really like players that I can have straight into that team, but Brad Jones here, he's going to be signing for us, hopefully. Just got to go through the transfer talks. I think last episode I hinted that they did accept the 50 grand, and I think that's quite a bargain. He's still got quite a few years left in him. And I do love Brad Jones' story, as I said last episode as well. But here we have a game in the Capital One Cup against Rotherham United, I think. And we definitely were on the back foot at the start of the game. They crossed the ball across goal. I don't know where their strikers were, but we definitely did well here. Azagou running through on goal, very attacking midfielder. But look at that chip. Talk saucy, because that goal was pretty nice. A really late chip shot over that keeper who just dived, and that defender tried to get the ball away, but it was just too good. And we're now 1-0 up in the Capital One Cup against Rotherham, and we have to keep this going. But here, Hang Sang-ho making a great, well, it wasn't really a great tackle. He took the player out, but for some reason he fouled us, and we got the free kick on that. And that was a pretty fortunate decision. It could have gone either way. But it did seem to me like we did commit the foul, and that could have been a penalty. But obviously FIFA 13 has a different logic when it comes to fouls in the box. But here we played Magnesis through, and I'm expecting him to score. I square it across goal. What was I thinking? He could have scored it finesse shot. Why didn't I just do the finesse shot? Just put more pressure on my defence. Being only 1-0 up, this could have gone either way. And I'm trying to win this game just so we don't add fixtures to our fixture list. It is already clustered with so many games. We play like 5 games in like the space of 2 weeks, and it's like awful stuff, and it's not fair on the players. But hopefully, I know we don't have a massive squad depth, but we just got to deal with it, and that's how the cookie crumbles in League 1 and like in League 2 as well. But here, someone instead of Granderson, Adam Chickson, who plays for MK Dons. He's actually English, even though he looks slightly Japanese. He must have some relatives that are different. Culture, nationality, whatever. But this guy does appeal to me as a good player. And someone instead of Granderson, he's only got 1k wage. But I look up in the comments, and it only says that he could go for 200, well, I'm going to put a 200 grand offer in, and that's really good. If we can sign this guy who's out of form, but I reckon I can get him back into form, then that would be great, and it would put his value up, and it's pretty good wheeling dealing as well. So it would be really good if we did manage to sign him for just 200k, when he's actually worth valued at 500 grand, and if we can get his form back, then he's definitely going to go up in the overalls. But here we have a game against Crawley Town in the league, and this game, I've got to say, Crawley were the slightly better team. They did make most of their chances. We had plenty of chances of our own, but it just didn't cut it for me. And we crossed the ball in too many times, and I don't think I played Magnesis this I keep on saying McGuinness this game, and that was a big problem for me. I definitely should play McGuinness more, because I usually play 2 more attacking attackers like Scholfer and Jamie Patterson, because they are the better players and they have the pace. But sometimes when I'm crossing this ball in, it just doesn't feel like anyone's going to score it, and it definitely is what happens. And here we have Scholfer on the ball, pretty good block, and they definitely had a good defence, Crawley Town. They definitely really grinded out this result. And here we cross the ball across goal, and how did Sholifer not score that, being the midget that he is? And I'm thinking about it now, we do have quite a small team, so we really need to look to get some really tall players, maybe some 6'10" players, to definitely get our average height up, just to make dividends for the fact that we have quite a small squad. But when I come up against other teams, it doesn't seem like they have very tall squads either. But more on to something else I want to talk about, Anthony Payet. There was a lot of comments about him playing at left back or right back, because I was moaning he was slightly too small to play in that centre back role, and I was so silly not to think I could play him in a wing spot, and you guys said that, and I'm so thankful for you said that. But here I want to quickly say, in the 90th minute, dude, that's a bit harsh on us, because we definitely deserved at least a point from that game. But here, Brad Jones, he's accepted our offer, and he's going to be coming to the club. Great signing for us, I must say. He's just going to be playing in cup games, hopefully, and maybe if something does happen to Braun, Tracky Bottom's drawn, then we can definitely bring in Adam Chickson. The MK Dons have accepted our offer, and now we're going to get a new right back, hopefully, but Sheffield United first. But I want to quickly just end off that Payet. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing right back, him hopefully at right back. Actually, thinking about it now, I've actually screwed up on that, because I've just signed Chickson, haven't I? And now I've got Payet, Ojabanjo, Blatchit, and Masamala to play in the wing spot. So I'm definitely going to have to look possibly at selling one of those players. Maybe Ojabanjo needs to be sold. But yeah, he's going up in overalls really fast. And 10 million already at the age of 18 is a massive boost for York City. And there were some suggestions to sell him, but I'm not going to sell him just yet. I'm going to wait for his overall to go up more and more, because I'm going to get more and more money. Seeing as his age will not go up as quick as his overall, it looks like we have an absolute deal breaker on our hands. Definitely an end game player here, because this guy, I think, actually, personally, I think he could go more than 50 million. If we do spend some time just playing him all the matches and just get him really up in the overalls, and then boom, we're going to be donning the money. Seeing as York City have been in financial difficulties, it seems like we have a player that we can sell and then get some absolutely beast players from. But Grossinger there, it's 2-1 now. I haven't really been commentating over the actual game here, but as Agu gets played through, Grossinger scored that awesome diving header, and how did he not score? That happened on 2 occasions, that hitting that very post, and I was pretty annoyed at that point because they play the ball through here. Payet trying to get to the player, and that's what he's good at. He's pretty good at getting to the player, but he's just not tall enough. As I keep on saying, but we play Azagu, it's pretty much a deja vu here. I launched the shot and it goes onto the crossbar. How is that not going into the back of the net? And how did Magnesis not even put that in as well? How he just did a flimsy touch on that. But here is where our hearts were broken. They crossed the ball in. Ball gets headed down, and here we go, lads. This is where it all changes. They put the ball in. Blackman. 90th minute goal. Yet again, if you cannot recall the last game, we lost in the 90th minute as well. So it's not going good for us right now. 2 losses on the bounce in the league as well. So it's not going good, but hopefully we can change our fortune with Notts County. Chickson has signed for us officially now. So we got a new right back, and he went straight into the club trying to change his form. And here I've got Kamalu, who's going to play that ball into the back of the net. How did he not get his header in? And then he ended up blocking the ball as well. So that really helped a lot, whoever that was. I think it might have been a Bini Ayisi. I don't totally know. I don't play him as much now because he's one of the lowly rated strikers. But maybe I should play him more, seeing as he has dedicated quite a lot to us. But Bini Ayisi here, using his pace, absolutely burning the defence. They cannot catch him. Square it across goal. Schofer, you disappoint me. How did you not score basically a 1v1 with the keeper? The keeper's diving the wrong way, and you still don't put it away. And Notts County could have had a penalty there. He did get taken down in the box, But obviously that was just retribution for the fact that Rotherham earlier on this episode did not get a penalty. Bit of karma going down here on FIFA, and it definitely looked like we could have lost this game. You see there, they got a chance, they could have scored, but we were definitely deserving of this goal. Scholfer getting played through, and look at that, he missed. Scholfer is doing my nutting right now. I'm thinking right now, why didn't I accept that offer of 1.6 million for Scholfer? It just seems like a silly idea that I had. Maybe I might be put him on the transfer list because he has been in poor form lately, and I don't want to lose out on that money. Even though he does get to a high overall, potential overall, it definitely could be a way to go for him. Maybe I put him on the transfer list, cut my losses, and just get rid of him. Sign a new striker, maybe a really tall one, Peter Crouch, maybe, if we could afford his wages, that is. But here we're trying to get this goal to finish this game off. We, had a great chance. How did he not put that one away? The defender got it away, and it's just a massive mashup of players running into each other, and that's how it ended. If you saw there, Braun, you can see through his body. Them tracky bottoms are suiting him well. But here, next episode, we got Brentford in the JPT, where we made it to the final last episode. But I'm going to end the episode here, so please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, as well as my other content, please go check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.